All right, so this video is going to be about the top 10 kid and family friendly things to do here in Temecula, California. If you're thinking about making a move here to the area and you want to know some of the family activities that you can actually do once you live here, watch this video. We're going to get into some of my family's favorites and hopefully give you some good ideas for when you come here to the area. So let's get into it. All right, guys. Hey, so again, my name is Justin Short. I am a realtor and team leader for the Short Real Estate team here in the Temecula and Murrieta, California area. This video is going to be about the top 10 kid and family friendly things to do here in the area. So I'm going to tell you some of the things that we like to do with our family, with our kids, hopefully give you guys some good ideas and hopefully give you a pretty good perspective on what it's like to actually live here and some of the things that you could actually be doing. So what we do try and keep these videos coming out for you once per week. We're trying to break down different areas, compare different cities, compare different neighborhoods, and give you hopefully some really good perspective on what it's actually like to live here in the area. If you guys are liking the videos, please do me a favor, please hit like, please hit subscribe, and if you do have any real estate questions, you can always feel free to reach out anytime. We do have a lot of you guys that reach out each week, and of course love hearing from you, love answering any questions that you may have, and of course would love to help you out with your search in any way. So you're going to see your information there. Again, call, text, and email, whatever works good for you. So again, let's go ahead and we'll get into the video. And so just kind of some perspective. So again, I've lived here in the area over 20 years. So I've lived here a long time. I think I have some really good perspective on what it's like to actually live here. I am married and I have two young kids. So we have a 4-year-old and a 7-year-old, 4-year-old boy and a 7-year-old girl. So obviously, you know, they're on the go. We have our daughters just getting into second grade. Our son is in preschool, and so you know they're busy. We try and keep them on the go and try and keep them off sitting at home on the tablets and the iPads and stuff. So we try and keep them out and about and trying all these different activities. So if you are looking for things to do with your family and things to do with your kids, I think hopefully this will be a good source of information and help give you guys some good ideas. So. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the list. So the number one thing to do on my list is just to choose from one of the over 52 parks that are here in the city of Temecula. So there's a ton of parks here. Basically, the city makes a deal with the builders when they come in and build tract homes that and I don't know the exact formula, but for so many houses that they build, they have to build a park, right? So all these new communities over the last 20 plus years have had to put parks in. These are city parks that anyone can access. Plus, a lot of those communities also have additional HOA parks and or tot lots, etc., that are just for the HOA communities. But most of them are going to be available to anyone. And as far as free public parks, there's over 52 in the area. So there's sports parks. There's multiple sports parks with like big sports fields and where they do like the Little League games and all the different sports activities from the kids sports. There's dog park. There's Red Hawk Dog Park, so obviously it's made to take your dog out there. And on top of those 52 parks, there are also several HOA parks. So, I mean, there's got to be 70 plus parks total with all the HOA stuff. But the number one thing to do is, over 52 parks, plenty of stuff to do with the kids and, plenty of places to check out. A lot of them are themed. There's pirate themed one, there's police station themed one, there's Captain America themed one, there's fire station themed one, all types of cool stuff for the kids to check out. So number two is going to be the splash pad. So there is a really cool free splash pad here in Temecula. It's located right off of Margarita Road and next to Temecula Elementary School. And so that's free. It's open during the summer, and I think that's a really great thing for you to be able to check out with your family. Number three is Vale Headquarters. So Vale Headquarters, I think, is a really cool area. So it's in South Temecula, right next to the Walmart that's out there, but in South Temecula, right off of Red Hawk Parkway, Margarita, and Temecula Parkway. And so it's a really, really cool little center. There's multiple businesses in there. So there's a couple restaurants, there's a pizza place, there's a barbecue place, there's a bar, there's a wine bar, there is Grazing Theory, which they do like charcuterie boards and stuff like that. There's like a little brewery, and then there's like this really cool open like picnic picnic area. So you can go and you can order from whatever restaurant or business that you want. You get your food, whatever. Sit out in the picnic area. There's a little play area for the kids. So there's a slide and just a whole little play center thing. So the kids can run around. They do all types of different events. So sometimes they have like little live music going on, or they do like small little pop-up shops in there. And it's a really cool place. It's something that my family and I, we like checking out. We've had like team t-ball, end of year season parties there, stuff like that. I think it's a really cool thing, and there's always something to do. If you like to drink, there's the bar that's there too, so you can grab a beer and kids can play, grab some pizza, and have a good time. So. Number 4 is going to be the wineries. So a lot of people don't realize this when you're coming from out of town, but there are over 50 wineries here in Temecula, and a lot of them have great family restaurants. So of course, the wine tasting is a big thing, yes, but a lot of them also have a full service restaurant that kids can go to. Some of them have like a brunch or a breakfast. They have full service dining. Some of them are really, really highly rated. That are like more of like a fancier date night place, and then some are more of like a casual lunch type of deal. So the one thing I would suggest with the wineries, anytime you are eating there, I would try and get a reservation, just because they get so busy and just so many people out, with all the tourism and stuff. So I would try and get your reservations, but they have parks, they have grass areas there. They have, the kids can roll around while you're eating, or like there's all types of stuff to do. So I do think it's actually a really nice, place to take your family on the right occasion. So. The next thing, so this is item number 5 on my list, is it ties into the wineries, but it's the Peltzer Winery. And so at Peltzer, they have some really cool special stuff that they do that's seasonal. So they have they do a pumpkin farm, of course, around Halloween. So basically most of the month of October, they have the pumpkin farm going. So they have, scarecrow, and they have activities, and they have of course, they sell pumpkins. They have just all types of stuff like at a pumpkin patch that you would see. So games and all types of stuff for the kids. So that's really cool. And they also have ice skating there too. So they open up an ice skating rink. You don't have to visit the winery to go to any of this. It's just you park and you walk up and get to check it all out. So I think it's a really cool thing. Our kids always like it, and it's something that we try and do each year. So. All right, so number 6 is the Temecula Berry Company, which is the blueberry picking. So a lot of people don't realize there is a blueberry farm here in Temecula. It is located kind of northeast portion of Temecula, right off of Butterfield Stage. And they have a blueberry farm, so you can go, and it's seasonal, of course, because it's fruit, right? But basically from like mid-May through mid-July or so, they open up the farm for blueberry picking. So you can go, you pay by probably the ounce, so they weigh it, right? And then you pay for however many blueberries that you pick by the ounce. They also sell blueberry jam. They sell blueberry lipstick. My wife actually likes lipstick, so we get that. They have like fresh honey, all types of different stuff that they sell there. And so it's a really cool thing. It's a great way to kill an afternoon. The kids like picking the blueberries and get out in the sun. And so it's something that we actually really like to do. And usually we do it each year. So number 7 is just the Promenade Mall, and so the mall is there in Temecula. It's grown a ton. I mean, it's a huge mall. A lot of people don't realize that we have actually all the shopping that's there. So, but there's a full mall. There's a movie theater. There's a bunch of restaurants on the outside. There's total of 3 movie theaters here in Temecula. A lot of people don't realize that when they're coming from out of town, but I think there's a lot to do there. There's ton of restaurants, ton of places to go, ton of shopping. They do a lot of kid events inside the mall and seasonal stuff. They do pop-up shops on the weekends a lot, like on a Saturday afternoon. So all types of cool stuff that they do there. And then number 8 is going to be Old Town Temecula. So you have the restaurants that are in Old Town Temecula. It's kind of like our downtown area. So a lot of really cool, trendy restaurants, especially in the afternoons, are great family activities. At night, probably like on the weekend, Friday, Saturday night, probably not a great place for kids, but as it gets a little rowdy. But in the afternoons, it's perfect. Or weeknights, I think it's great. And they also do a lot of different events down there. So there's concerts that are down there. There's the Rod Run is each year. So it's like all the old classic cars. Everyone brings them, and they they have like a show, and the rod run is super cool. That's been going on in Temecula for a really, really long time. It stopped, I think, for a year or so with COVID, but it's been up and running. And again, all the restaurants, there's probably 20 plus restaurants there to check out. There's little shops you can walk everywhere, from antiques to all types of clothes, all types of different stuff that is down there. So it's definitely a good one to check out with your family. All right, so number 9, these actually, number 9 and number 10, I'm going to cheat a little bit. These are activities that we're going to drive out to, right? So if you're here local, if you live here in Temecula, they're total easy day trips, but it's stuff that we like to do a lot. So that's what I'm gonna go with. So number 9 is the beach, and so we're about 45 minutes to an hour away from the beach. You're about 45 minutes from Oceanside. You can also really easily get to Carlsbad. You can get to South Orange County, which is like Dana Point, San Juan Capistrano, or a lot of times we'll make the drive to La Jolla. So super easy to get there. It's about an hour or so to get to La Jolla, about 45 minutes or so to Oceanside area. So that's something that we really like to do. The kids like it, right? It's easy to get out there, and it makes for an easy day trip, and of course it's a lot of fun at the beach. All right, so number 10 on my list is just the overall theme parks here in Southern California that you can drive out to. So there's a ton of places you can drive. They're all about 45 minutes to an hour away. There's Disneyland, there's Legoland, there's Knott's Berry Farm, there's Universal Studios, Six Flags Magic Mountain, there's the San Diego Zoo, there's Safari Park. I mean, there's just a ton of places that you can go that are super great for the family. Obviously, you're paying for the theme parks and all that type of stuff, but just the fact that you're so accessible here in Southern California, I think that you really want to take advantage of that, right? A lot of people have to take a 6-hour flight just to get here to be able to go to Disneyland, right? So I think that's a huge plus. You're really super close. You can get an annual pass, so to make it more affordable, or you can do that once a year, twice a year trip for you and the family. So that's my list of the top 10 family and kid-friendly things to do here in Temecula, California. I hope it gives you guys a really good perspective on what it's like to actually live here. Again, if you are liking the videos, please do me a favor and hit like. Please do me a favor, hit subscribe. Or again, you can feel free to reach out to me anytime. And I'd love to hear from you guys and answer any questions, and hopefully talk to you soon. Cool, thanks.